Hey, what's up, folks? Hang on a second. Microphone on? Yes. Well, I kept my word. Excuse me. And oh boy, looking at this menu, it's been a long time. A very long time, actually, since I last played Dead or Alive. But what a better time to do so now that we know, Dead or Alive 6 last round is on the way. And, well, literally just a month from now. And of course with the follow-up announcement of another Dead or Alive game in development. So I thought, one way or another, leading up to the last DOA 6's last round release. Well, I'm not gonna do exactly like a countdown of a sort, since I don't consistently stream like I used to. But that's fine. Anyways, I need a little practice. I am like 90% very rusty. Haha, it's still there. OMG mode. But no, what am I looking for? No. What does the how to play menu? Oh, it opens up the manual. The digital manual. What's extras? Spectator. Oh, okay. What does the story structure look like? Ah, okay. Even now, they still have that PlayStation feature. No, what was? It's right here, right? Oh no, yeah. I was like wondering where's the menu to change the settings. Maybe I'll do 5. What button is tag? Oh no, here. Huh? No idea. Give me a random and random stage. No, that was a punch. I'm always expecting a kick. There we go. Wow. Even at level 5, they're predicting all of my moves. Oh jeez. High grab, low grab. Wow. I actually forgot what's my input on Power Blow. What was my input? Hang on a second. What was my input? Ah, it's back. I never understood the use of the power launcher, or anybody who ever uses it. I mean, bleh, I've never seen anybody ever use it. Oh no, that was a mistake. Man, there's so many layers in this castle. Was level 5 always this aggressive? Fist. Damn, I almost forgot how much damage that does. Why am I suddenly getting titles? I could have sworn I played this game a long time ago and the save data is still here. Hooah. Low. Not bad. Ah, excuse me. Oh, so much button mashing. And I'm just pressing random inputs. Eventually, if I get too bored with the difficulty, I'll ramp it up. She didn't even do much. Is that you, Hayato? Whoa. Wow, that's a high counter. He's gonna feel that in the morning. Uh-oh, now he shows his real colors. Oh, nice sidestep. There we go. I was like wondering, it has to be that window. No, it's punch kick. Let's see if she'll do anything different this time. Down again. She didn't really do much again. Is it in her program to barely do much? At least on level 5. Uh-oh, this stage has a lot. The hazards are everywhere. My thumb got stuck. How many wins is that? Is it 8 or 9? No, now it's 8. I'm gonna bump up the difficulty now. Goes up to 8. Excuse me. This should be fun. Right. That dodges. I mean, she's in the air. That's why it didn't count. Dang it. Well, at least they're putting the CPU is putting up a better fight. She's guessing. Hey, she's taking all the good guesses. Then again, I'm doing obvious kicks. Should have done punches. Oh. Oh no. My chat keeps disconnecting. But I'm still in the green. Ah, weird. Uh-oh. Jello lady. Uh-oh. Sidestepping doesn't do anything. She's just standing there menacingly. Damn, I don't even know what kind of throw that is. Penguins! Boy. Huh? Somehow we're back up here. Unless we're standing on... No, we're not standing on top of a giant glacier. Isn't this the fiery... Is this the fiery oil rig? Uh-oh. Overkill. Oh. There's still more explosives in the... Oi! That was good. Whew. Now I want to try tag, except I don't remember what button is a tag button. Okay. I was like wondering what button is what. 2. What? What? Is that a miss or what? Aren't I in the red? Man, I miss tag mode. Wonder why they got rid of it in 6. Why did they get rid of tag mode in 6? The transition on the switching is fast and sometimes slow. I guess that's raw tag, but holy smokes. Tag mode is something. Hey Ratchet, what's up? I have very high doubts they're gonna bring back tag mode for Dead or Alive 6. But one could only hope. Is that a high punch? Man, Akira is so defensive, he's good. It's like SNK Capcom CPUs where they block everything. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, I forgot tag throws are a thing. So I don't know how to do them. this week, as Billy goes live, our boy has advanced. I think he's a Rupture. He's still a physical element character. Good throw. Too short. The only character now in the Cunning Hair that is not an S rank is Nicole. But there is another Nicole in another Hoyoverse game that's in a way equivalent to S rank. Nice counter hold. Whew. A rank is still, yeah, Nicole is A rank. Oy. I don't know why I keep thinking she's gonna do a punch, but it's mostly kicks. I'm gonna do counter hold kicks. Anyways, yeah. Billy S rank. Ambi S rank. Nekomata S rank. Nicole A. I feel like eventually she'll get an A rank variation, but I feel like that won't be for a while. Since after this month, yeah, sometime in June, you know, ZZZ will enter third season. And, you know, with the third season, that means tons of new characters to focus on. What I predict is, if, big if, if there's a Nicole S rank variation in the works, she'll probably come out in the same way as like Billy. You know, first they'll launch a bunch of new characters because obviously that's the main focus, and then every new banner there's gonna be like reruns next to it. So it would only make sense to put a S rank variation of old characters after the main story is mainly done. Like the climax is done. Okay, things will settle down. Now we enter ZZZ 3.8, and okay, there you go. There's a S rank variation of the older characters. Did they do the story? Not yet. I am slaving away on grinding just to get the new character before the banner expires, and I am barely reaching there. But I feel like I'm close. I got plenty of time though to do the events, and of course story's not going anywhere. But yeah, I gotta do the story soon because Genshin's new story just went live. And speaking of Genshin, yeah, I already in a way spoiled myself with the new Doctor boss. It's not, I mean, yeah, it's a spoiler, but here's the thing. And this isn't anything new. Even ZZZ has done this. Sometimes when you're that person that's in a rush to level up the newest character, in this case in Genshin it's Nicole. Genshin's Nicole. The developers do allow you to fight against the newest boss so that you can obtain their materials. I mean, you still have a choice. You could go at it and fight the boss before playing the story, or play the story and then get to the boss, unlock the boss eventually, or at the end. So the only purpose is that it's a convenient, like, do you want to fight the weekly boss ahead of time so you can level up your character's talent ahead of time? If assuming you have the new character. It would be considered spoilers. At least they will kind of warn you about that. Or then again, it's a pretty obvious. They don't need to give you much of a warning. But yeah, it's there if you want that. I did that with ZZZ's like weekly boss, just because I had like a bunch of new characters I had to level up their skills. And I have to say, the fight with the Doctor, I'm not going to spoil much, but I'll say the first fight was more challenging than the newest one. That's all I'll say. I mean, it is still a little challenging, but first encounter was much threatening than the current one. But still, since it is a separate weekly boss, yes, you would have to fight both of them, both variations. And oh boy, my resources, the grinding. I was prepared in a way because, as you know, Genshin is launching 3 new characters. But as of now, there's 2. The new 5-star, who is it? Nicole, one of the great mages, and the other small child. Was it her name Prune, or is it Prune? But I'm pretty sure it's Prune. The new Animo character, who is a catalyst, but she actually uses a hammer. And funny enough, she actually can just break ores because of her hammer. But it's good to see, once again, Genshin getting more new 4-star characters. And meanwhile, Honkai is like, oops, we don't know 4-star characters. You're stuck to 5. But hey, there's a new collaboration. They're collaborating with the Fate Night series again, bringing in 2 new characters, more iconic characters. I'm sure Fate fans know of. Who's it? Gilgamesh, the guy dressed in a gold armor, and then the twin tail hair girl, Rin something. And guess which one is being offered for free? Yes, the male character, Gilgamesh. They did the same thing with Archer. And nope, Lancer is still not playable because he's dead. Well, no, that's the running joke. There's like some stupid gag joke about Fate Night series and how Lancer gets the short end of the stick and always dies in a comical way. But yeah, I don't play Honkai anymore. Funny enough, though, I went to the anime convention. That's why I went MIA for the whole week. Yeah, I had a good time. I just mainly went there for the shopping. I got a bunch of official Hoyoverse merch because there's a retailer who is authorized to sell Hoyoverse stuff. They sell pretty much you name it: Genshin merchandise, ZZZ merchandise, Honkai Star Rail merchandise. So I mainly just got the acrylic stands, and oh boy, I had to skip out on day 2 because the weather was not really great. But believe it, that attendees still went there despite the weather. That being said, when I went to the final day, as expected, a lot of the merch was sold out. But that was fine, because there were still some other choices that I wanted to buy anyways. I did already share some image posts on both my Twitter and YouTube post. But I did not post the other 2 acrylic standees that I got. So yeah, I bought the Soldier, Zero, Ambi, Corrin standee, and then day 3 I got Mizuki and Lynette acrylic standee. And then I thought of getting a Bang Boo plushie. That's an official thing. For my friend. It's still encased in the box. It's the what is it? The avocado Bang Boo. There were like some other ones that I saw on their shelves, and I was like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna get the avocado. Who doesn't like avocado? And from my experience, I did often use avocado Bang Boo because at the time, the avocado Bang Boo in ZZZ was the only unit that could heal you, even though it's like 5% healing or something like that. Yeah, so I'm gonna take a guess that Genshin's latest story is pretty much short interlude, considering the lukewarm fight that I just went through. Challenging, but a little lukewarm. And yes, I did hear about the state of play. I think I mentioned. No, I don't remember. It was a week. It's been a week. Yes, I've heard some interesting things about the state of play. How it's going to be an hour long. Others say it's going to be 90 minutes long. So more than an hour. Yeah. It's going to apparently, not only can you watch it at home, but Sony, I forgot what's the name of the theater. It's a theater that they own. They're actually going to do a theatrical presentation, or they're going to show it at selected theaters. I don't know if there's a price for it, but that's going to be stupid, because if you want to watch the state of play for free, just watch it on YouTube, Twitch, you know. But I think that it is somewhat reasonable to have a ticket price just to see a state of play in the big screen, because 1, it's a theater owned by Sony. 2, when's the last time you've been to a like a Sony press conference with, you know, at like an auditorium? Because think about it. These last few years, it's all been digital presentation, right? You have like Nintendo Directs, Summer Game Fest, even Konami has their own Direct, you know? So it sounds pretty rare that Sony would be, be like, hey, if you're near to any of these selected theaters, you can come and watch our State of Play on the big screen. Like it's like E3 a long time ago when you would walk down a theater, have a seat, take photos or whatever. And I imagine it's not going to be just big screen presentation. I'm sure there's going to be like at the theater, some Sony rep is going to be like, hi, welcome to the Sony State of Play, blah, blah, blah. Are you excited? Raise your voice. And, yeah, that kind of thing. And then, the rest of the show will be like, again, on the big screen. And then maybe at the end, Sony reps will be like, thank you for coming. And don't forget to check out our booth at the Summer Game Fest. Well, assuming they're going to be at the Summer Game Fest. But yeah. Very interesting for them to take that approach. And what we do know from the State of Play is that, yes, we're going to see most likely official gameplay of Insomniac's Marvel Wolverine. Yeah, it's going to be like E3 again. They're going to actually showcase gameplay, which makes sense. It's been a couple of months since they last showed off the official first reveal of the game, and now we're gonna see it in action with heads-up display and all that sort. Speaking of which, my guess is, even though it's gonna be more than an hour long, I feel like the Wolverine segment is gonna take up so much of the time. Unless there's going to be another game, like two major ones. Like, how these presentation goes. They always start off slow and steady with a couple of indie games, third-party games, and then usually the first-party games, in this case, Wolverine, would take up so much time on the show. And then they'll follow up with more upcoming games and such. But aside of Wolverine, I don't know what else they could possibly reveal. And yeah, I've heard from a lot of people over the internet, because it's an hour long, people have very high expectations that they believe there will be a lot to show for because of the time. But I don't know, I'm a little skeptical on that, because imagine if the Wolverine segment took 30 minutes. That would be ridiculous. Even if it took 20 minutes, that's 20 minutes too long. Because, there's a bunch of other games that should be revealed for a show that's an hour long, right? Maybe Final Fantasy VII Part 3, I don't know. Maybe that will be the next follow-up game after Wolverine that takes up more of the time. Maybe. Don't be surprised if we do see some potential Sony slop. I mean, remember Naughty Dog is making a game that nobody asked for. What's it called? Intergalactic? You should see the reception on that game and people's reactions. It was bad. So bad that, yeah, I have a feeling people are gonna, it's going to be there, but people are just going to downvote it because nobody asked for it. Naughty Dog is not the same Naughty Dog back when they used to make good games. Jak and Daxter, Uncharted. And then we can pretend The Last of Us Part 2 never happened. Just Part 1, that's it. The end. But in terms of third party, Final Fantasy I mentioned. So at first I was thinking to myself, I personally don't have much expectations on what I want to see at the State of Play. Whatever, I was at first, whatever they're going to show, that's what they're going to show, and I'll either be excited, meh, or skip. But then I thought of what I was going to stream today. I was like, oh wait, I'm going to stream Dead or Alive, and then I remember recently this morning I seen like so many people on the comments like Team Ninja clear like as of today we're a month away for Dead or Alive 6 last round's release. And yeah, when I saw the post Team Ninja making such, people were still not convinced about buying the game because they're simply asking, we need more information, otherwise we're just simply buying the same game but with extra lighting and one new variation stage. That's it. So then, yeah, I thought, okay, well, Dead or Alive did show up in the last state of play. Maybe since the game's coming close to its release, maybe it'll show up in the state of play next week. Now, if it does, my only hope, and I have a little pinch of copium here as well, I will admit, I hope to see some new content to be shown. Like, freshly new. Mai and Kula is not new content. Those were existing DLC characters from the original Dead or Alive 6. And yeah, reminder, even if you bought those DLCs, you're going to have to buy them again. Except for the other 5 characters, they're already included, so that's fine. But yeah, people want to hear and see some new stuff. And what we do know, if you look back on the first reveal trailer, yes, they did say there's going to be new costumes, of course, and some new characters. And I talked about this. New could just imply like returning characters, or yeah, maybe it's fresh new characters. And then it hit me, and I was like, what if, because somebody also pointed this out in the, of course, Twitter, all those comments. Somebody pointed out that what if Team Ninja, despite saying that there's going to be new characters, what if they don't launch those new characters because the game didn't perform well? Well, that wouldn't make sense, because if Team Ninja is committed to, throwing new characters in last round, and the trailer said so, then no, I'm sure, or not sure, I can't say that. Then, no, it wouldn't make sense, because they would be working on those new characters and new content as they're working on last round. It's like that case of like when game developers, they work on DLCs on the side as they're working on the main game. And then, yeah, there's those other developers that would be like, let's release the game first, DLC later, and whether or not we should consider it. And yeah, you've seen like some game companies do that, like I guess Breath of the Wild would be one. Breath of the Wild was like the case of, let's see, like we know the game's gonna sell well, but should we consider DLC? And then yeah, they did. Mario Kart 8 is a different case, or I guess that should be an alternative case. Like, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe came out with all the content, including the DLC from the Wii U, and then maybe the expansion pass thing was like a last minute decision, and thought, hey, you know what? Let's add more DLC on top of DLC. Sure. So yeah, there's that scenario. So what I think is Team Ninja is on I think they are working on the DLC as they're working on last round. They're not gonna like work on the DLC after the game launches. Surely, with all the money that they've earned from all their previous successes, from Neo, and Ninja Gaiden 4, and what was it? They did Wulong and Rise of the Ronin. Don't you think they earned enough profit in order to, push Dead or Alive 5, Dead or Alive Back from the Grave, or not push, pull from the grave. I don't know, but again, like I said, I'm throwing a pinch of copium that at least they should show one new character or two if they have more than one ready. And speaking of new characters, yeah, there was a lot of buzz happened at Combo Breaker. Yes, despite Tekken 8 going back to basics, they revealed their fourth DLC character, who is a guest character, and wow. I've heard of the anime, and I'll be honest, I am disgusted by the anime because the characters in that show is man. I don't think men could grow muscles like that, right? But anyways, yes, it's out of nowhere. I mean, this is as wild as the guy from The Walking Dead joining in Tekken 7. Remember that? Just friggin' out of nowhere. And yeah, I am aware there are fans of those who watch that anime. What's it called? Baki or something like that? Yes, I'm aware. That show has fans. People do love big, muscly men. Disgustingly muscular men, but I guess it works. But can one guest character save the game? Don't forget, you're all going back to basics. Because yeah, Season 3 patch, people did not like it. And you know, now that Tekken is no longer being run by Harada. Harada joined SNK! Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it will be interesting to see how they're gonna integrate an anime character into a game like Tekken. In fact, I'm still having a hard time picturing that. It's like taking a character from Yu-Gi-Oh! And turning them into a real-life character. Can you imagine that? Because yeah, I can't. Have you seen the size of Yami Yugi's eyes? They're huge. And the hair. Imagine if they... It's like that. It's like, how do you turn a muscular man in that anime and transition to Unreal Engine 5 Tekken 8? How is that going to work out? Fortunately, it will be a while before we see it happen, since you know that character is going to be is the last one on the line for Season 3. But yeah. Will that character be top tier? I don't know. Damn, that's some good dodging. Are we on a helipad? No. Oh yeah, it's forward. Whoops. Dang it. Too far. Whack. Ugh. Electric fence, stage hazards. Oh no, trading stage where with no walls. Is that a high or a low? I mean mid. Uh-oh, nope, that was a mistake. I thought that was gonna be a... I was gonna jump. Wow. I'm scared to even know what level 7 is like. And 7's not even the highest. Oh no. Huh? Turn off or lower the game sound? Oh, I think it might be the game. Hang on. Yeah, no. I'm looking at the wrong DBS. Hang on a second. Maybe it's because of the PS4. Because I didn't touch. Either I didn't touch the sound. Either that or OBS update just messed up with my settings. Or it could just be the game itself. Oh, nice. Oh. No, no, no. All of those were mids? Probably. Dang. I was gonna take a guess. Oh. Oh, come on, I did a sidestep. Oh no, that was bad. That was a good, good tech throw. Wrong one. That was the wrong one. Yeah, I pressed. Good throw. Dang. Oh no, combo throw. I cannot do anything on combo throw. My greatest weakness. Unable to read grabs. Especially grapplers. Way too difficult. It's really hard to read. Is that a mid or a high punch? Unlike KI, you gotta really know if it's a mid punch or a low punch or even a kick. Oh, come on. I almost forgot how the CPUs sometimes read you like a book at times. I was trying to do a simple tech throw and he ducks under it. How the heck does she do a... they just do a move that's so convenient that they duck under it. See, I do a low punch and she has a move where she does a short hop attack. Convenient? Yeah. Too convenient. Oh, pfft, dang it. That was my bad. Dang it. Too convenient. I do like one low punch, one mid, and somehow she's like ducking and countering so quickly. I just had a thought. What was I thinking? Also, hang on. No. What was I thinking? Oh, right. My struggles reminded me of a recent gamer. I'm sure millions know him by now. DSP, Darkside Phil. Somehow he's showing up in a way being relevant in the gaming space. But for all the wrong reasons. And it just makes me wonder, what the heck is he doing with his life? I remember seeing clips of Darkside Phil many decades ago. I can't believe he's still doing the same thing. And for what? Nothing has changed about him. Like, whatsoever. It's always skill issue. I saw a long-ass compilation of him playing online in Street Fighter Third Strike. Online. And holy smoke, somehow he somehow ended up being matched with the same person playing as the same character. I think it was Blanca? No, Honda, Honda. So yeah, his opponent was somehow the same person over and over. No, sorry, it was Street Fighter 2 online. Yeah, he was playing the 30th anniversary, which I'm questioning why nobody wants to play that. Isn't that the worst version of Street Fighter compilation? Anyways, yeah, I saw that compilation. My goodness. No matter how many characters he switched to, he just kept getting hounded. And like I said, all the mistakes he's done, like, I can see, like, dude, I'm bad at online fighting games, but at least I don't complain and blame the controller or blame the on. Okay, lag is one thing you can blame, but saying the person is spamming, it's a fighting game, no less. It's Street Fighters 2. Of course, you're gonna see spam, especially from E Honda. And I would know because I played Super Street Fighters 2 a long time ago. And then and then of course there's the infamous playthrough of Dark Souls. What a match made in heaven for him. And once again, you know what he does? Same as always, blames the game, complains. Why is how could anybody do this? Is this even possible? And it's like, what am I supposed to do? Oh, and I'm wondering how much worse can it get? Oh yes, he's gonna stream his own actions, and wow, I've seen a lot of greedy streamers. You know, the ones that say, you know, donate to me because I deserve it. But my God, like Darkside Phil, yeah, he's joined those kind of people, and I'm like, dude, how is this guy? Why is he still doing this? Is he doing this to himself? He thinks he's a profession? I do this as just for fun, as a hobby. But you do not want to. You can't just hop on a YouTube or Twitch live stream and expect everybody's going to shower you with super chats and all that. No, heck, you don't even demand it from your viewers. The viewers are the judge in this case. They decide whether or not it's worth supporting, throwing in a super chat, because, you know, if they watch what they like what they watch, then of course naturally it'll just happen. People don't get famous just because the so-called famous person demands it. Which, yeah, again, Darkside Phil, he's doing all that. He's demanding. He's saying that he's totally worth $5 donation. For what? To see him lose in every game? At least when he gets one win, holy smokes, just like every other loser. I mean, no offense to him, but really, he gets cocky. And then he leaves. Like, wow. I know that kind of behavior. That was me, honestly, a long time ago when I used to play Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 online for so long. I was peak, and I was an a-hole. And yeah. Ugh. You didn't want to see me hear me back then, what I used to be like when I was playing Call of Duty constantly. But yeah. It's just so, I don't know, it just happened so random. He just suddenly shows up being on recommendations, YouTube algorithms, and again, for all the wrong reasons. I guess it's because he's a streamer, and, you know, YouTube, Google is using AI to give you recommendations. And I guess, you know, hey, you're a gamer, go watch, here's a clip of Darkside Phil losing in Street Fighter 2 to the same guy over and over. And getting salty every step of the way. You would think some people would change, even just a little bit. Or, you know, become a little sentimental. Or, yeah, realize what you're doing is what you've been doing for many years. People just don't like what you are or what you do. Yeah, I know, that's me. I asked myself that too. But, yeah, I was like, dang. And isn't he like almost 40 or something like that? Can he just do something else other than that? Oh yeah, mine never had any costumes. They don't even give her a glasses option. Anyways. Oh, you can't play the Attack on Titan stage. I guess that's not a tag stage. Yeah, I still have the Attack on Titan stage. Unfortunately, that DLC is gone. It was a limited time offer I forgot to check the power move. Ah, okay. The original? No, she's actually from Samurai Warriors. Dynasty Warriors is little brother of the Warriors franchise. Yeah, it was kind of a random surprise. In terms of new characters, at least in 5, it was, who was it? There were, I guess in a way, 2.5 new characters. So like, yeah, there was Mari Rose, Honoka, and while Neo Tengu isn't it's new, but in terms of like dead or alive characters, Neo Tengu is basically based off of the boss character from 3, I want to say, the Tengu boss. But because the Tengu boss is, you know, a boss that never comes back, yeah, you can imagine Team Ninja had an idea. Hey, the Tengu is dead. Might as well bring a female variation instead. Think of it like Seth, I guess. Oh shit, no, that was it. I mean, that was not it. Oh. Oh, I should have done the kick. Holy. He actually fell for that. That's like falling for a raw super. So yeah, at the time, Dead or Alive 5, in terms of DLC characters, they were pretty much on a roll. It's like you would think at one moment. No, who was it? No, first, it was slowly... Team Ninja was doing the Capcom way of re-releasing the same game. First there was Dead or Alive 5, and then Plus on the PS Vita, and then Ultimate, I'm gonna say? Ultimate? Yeah, Ultimate. And then bit by bit they were like releasing new characters for each port. Until finally last round, you know, they bundled all the new all the characters from the previous versions. But then last round, just like with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, they thought Team Ninja was like, hey, you know, while we're at it, we still have like 7 seasons in this game that we plan, so we're gonna throw in a bunch of costumes and fresh new characters. No more re-releases because we have a free-to-play version, which is Core Fighters. Or I think the free-to-play... No, free-to-play was... I want to say the free-to-play version was a thing on the PS3, or I think it started after last round. Either way, yeah. Last round, they wanted to go nosedive into throwing some new characters, which was not really a rare sight, but you know, some fighting games in the past back then do that. But if we want to talk about like a game on that similar note, that would be Street Fighter 5, and I guess 6. You know, it's like season by season or something like that. Anyways, yeah, they threw in Mariros, Honoka, Neo Tengu, and then they brought in one of the returning bosses, Raido, I think that was his name. Except since in the timeline he's dead, they brought him back in DOA 5 as a cyborg. And then, you know, why is he a cyborg? Well, yeah, that was the teaser to Dead or Alive 6. And basically, yeah, it wasn't really much of an impact. It was just an android being built. That's it. That's all. That was pretty much the impact to his presence. But somehow, in a scary way, it's like he was brought back from the dead. I mean, considering that they have cloned Kazumi multiple times, I guess the antagonist thought, sure, let's just work on cyborgs. But yeah, the DLC characters in a way were like not only fresh new characters to keep Dead or Alive 5 relevant and, you know, ongoing and, you know, supporting the game. It was also, in a way, like a hint, a tease of what to expect in Dead or Alive 6. And then Mai Shiranui came along and they were like, yeah, guest characters, we're doing that too. And then they threw in one more. But since they were not going to throw in another third-party guest, they threw in a character from their own brother-sister division, which is the Omega Force team, the Dynasty Warriors team. Where, yeah, they had Samurai Warriors 4. And for good reason, because at that time, Samurai Warriors 4, Samurai Warriors 4 2, and I don't know if Empires was before or after last round released, but yeah, Naotora was kind of like everybody's favorite new character. She was new in the Samurai Warriors franchise. And Team Ninja, I guess they obviously saw potential in what she is capable of to be included in a fighting game like Dead or Alive, and it works because, as you can tell, she doesn't you know, like how Dynasty Warriors, Samurai Warriors characters, they wield weapons, right? Naotora doesn't wield a weapon by hand, but rather the heel. It's a blade. But that's fine. That still counts as a kick. And yeah, there's plenty of characters that specializes in kicks, like Kazumi. So yeah, that was a nice surprise because there were no leaks, no rumors or anything. It was just, hey, here's a character officially revealed by the official Team Ninja, and yeah, no, it was a time really where leaks, rumors wasn't as much of a thing compared to today. So yeah, it was a nice surprise. And then yeah, Dead or Alive 6 happened, and you know, stuff happened. And speaking of which, that's what I'm going to switch to. 16 wins. 1 loss. That's fine. Unfortunately, I thought Dead or Alive 6 last round was going to have a physical copy, but no, it's just going to be... Surprisingly, it's only going to be released digitally. But I guess because my guess is Team Ninja didn't want to spend the extra cash for physical copies. I mean, that's my guess. Anyways, yeah, Dead or Alive 6 happened. Excuse me. And on the same at the same launch of the day of the launch, Team Ninja, they even released the free-to-play version simultaneously. And for good reason, because they were like, what was it? Because when Team Ninja released Core Fighters in Dead or Alive 5, the free-to-play version, after the main game release, they saw the number of downloads increasing every month, every year, eventually to the point where Dead or Alive 5 got 8 million downloads. And Team Ninja saw that as a big win, and they thought, yeah, we should do it again. We should do it for Dead or Alive 6. And, you know, if people are free to choose, you know, buy the full version or just play the free-to-play version with only 4 characters. With at least you still have access to all the modes except for story mode, I believe. What's DOA quest? I have no idea what this is. Is this like some kind of like challenge mode of some sort? What is DOA quest? I don't know. I'm just now discovering this. It looks like some kind of challenge mode. Yeah, kind of looks like it. Wait, hang on. Why is there's some locked ones and unlocked ones in between? Oh no, it's because those are for the DLC characters. Huh, I guess this is like another way. It's like one of those fighting game challenges. You gotta execute the missions, criterias. In exchange, you just get coins and costume parts. I completely don't remember that. I just spent my time initially finishing the story and then just playing arcade mode. Online, I did remember a long time ago I played the online when it was doing like an open beta. It wasn't so bad. A little stuttery at times. But oh yeah, you should you actually no. I'd say you shouldn't even bother looking at the comments. People were so demanding that this game needs to have, last round should have rollback netcode. Yeah, look, I understand rollback netcode is important in today's fighting game, whether it's 2D or 3D, but I don't think Team Ninja is gonna do it. I mean, unless they can prove me wrong, like assuming that if they show up at the State of Play next week, imagine if they slap me in the face and saying, hey, yeah, Dead or Alive 6 has rollback netcode. That would be great, but assume for the worst that it doesn't. And of course, when that happens, oh yeah, you're gonna see a bunch of angry Twitter messages here and there. Me? I'll pass. No thank you. And you know what? I have a feeling Team Ninja didn't want to throw in the money on that, but rather focus on new costumes and new characters. And save rollback for the next Dead or Alive game, which is, yeah, the one that's in development. Kind of reminds me of another game where another dev did that, where they did not include that feature, but they brought that feature into the next game. I forgot what game it was. Anyways, so yeah, Dead or Alive 6. The game that only got the game that only got 1 year of support, and that's it. I'm gonna do 5 just in case, just as a start. Yeah, 1 year later, and look at that. There's like three spots missing. It could get bigger, who knows? I mean, they might change the roster format. I mean, hey, when I looked at Dead or Alive 5's roster, I thought that was it. But then they just kept throwing one character after another. Again, there were no leaks, no rumors. One would just assume that would be the end of it. But then, yeah. But yeah, 1 year. Sounds familiar? Yeah. Wasn't it the Mortal Kombat 11 that got only 1 year support? But you know, even for 1 year, Mortal Kombat 11 still was played by a lot of people. Yeah, they could have, but Team Ninja was not feeling it. I was also getting that same vibe. Like when I saw that news that Team Ninja was basically giving up on Dead or Alive 6 after 1 year. And then when I was looking at the roster, I was like, yeah, they're missing there's 3 spots missing, but I can feel the vibe that there's definitely something wrong with Dead or Alive 6. And that Team Ninja, they need to take a huge step back. I mean, it was the same feeling they had after they finished Ninja Gaiden 3. And then, yeah, Ninja Gaiden 3 did get fixed with the Razor's Edge edition. At least that one was fixed and clean. Here, it's still playable, but yeah, I was also, like I said, sharing that same vibe. Like, Team Ninja probably just didn't feel it. Like, they tried to grasp that success that they did with Dead or Alive 5, but it wasn't there. Because as you can see, I mean, they pretty much had most of the modes. Except for Tag. Tag is gone. And oh yeah, Team Ninja also had the worst DLC practices that they did in Dead or Alive 6. At some point, they introduced... No. So first, there was the grind for unlocking the costumes. So, whenever you would play a run on arcade mode, with, let's say you choose Kazumi. You go through 8 stages and all that. You complete the arcade, and then instead of getting the costume parts for the character you were playing as, you would get costume parts for somebody else. So it in a way that's relevant to, like, remember when Street Fighter V, you had to go through survival mode, 50 rounds, 50 matches to get one color? Yeah, think of it like that. Except instead of 50 matches, it's 8 stages. And again, at the time, no matter which character you were playing as, you would get the costume parts for somebody else. They did fix that, they patched that, but the problem still existed. And then, halfway through the year, suddenly they introduced these ticket thingamajigs. You see that little purple ticket thing? Where all that does, oh yeah, here. There's, wait, no. Oh, wait, here. You would spend microtransactions money just so you can change the color of the characters. Which is ridiculous considering that, you know, you could look at an Arc System Work game Arc System Work game, and you know how you can change the color palette customize how you like it. And yeah, you didn't need to spend money. It was for free. It was a free feature. So yeah, Team Ninja had a really shitty DLC practice with that. And you know what the worst part of that? When they initially launched it, if you wanted to change the hair color back, you would need a ticket again. And then if you want to change it back to another color, or the color before that one, you still needed to get the ticket. And no, Team Ninja is not the only game that was guilty. You know, there's that other game, Blood Bowl 3. Blood Bowl 3 also did that too. You wanted to change the skin color of your football team, you pay money. You want to change it back? Pay money. Now, from what I remember on the website, Team Ninja says that they're not going to bring back the tickets. And not even the hair color changing feature. Which I'm fine, because I don't know if anybody even asked for it. Did anybody ask for a hair color changing feature in Dead or Alive? I guess it's because they saw Tekken and thought they should, you know, have that feature. But their greedy little minds thought, let's throw in microtransactions. Well, I better hope that they don't make any more shitty DLC practices. Except, you should expect, since they are going to throw in new costumes, get ready for more multiple seasons. Remember, Dead or Alive 5 had 7 seasons of costumes and characters. Well, characters in between those, but yeah, 7 seasons. And some of them had like collaboration costumes. Heck, even costumes that the Halloween one specifically, where those ones were made by the fans. If Dead or Alive 6 had been successful, I feel like Team Ninja would have continued that trend. They would have had like a Halloween costume contest. Winners would get their costumes submitted into the game. And yes, unless you're the owner of that costume, no. If you're the consumer, you have to buy them. But if you were the owner, you get that costume for free as your reward for being featured in the game. But yeah. That's my little hope. But at the end of the day, I just want to see... No. I want to hear some new info on the game, on last round. Assuming Team Ninja shows up at State of Play next week. If not, well, Team Ninja better shadow drop a like overview trailer and give us the scoop. what is new in last round, and why should people buy the game again? I mean, me, I'm still gonna buy it anyways because I'm a bootlicker. And yeah, if they're gonna throw in new characters, why not? And also, I want to see what kind of changes they might have made, because they did say, I think they did say they did add in like some improvements to the game's combat, but that remains to be seen. So yeah, either wait till next week or sometime in June before release. But if Team Ninja shows nothing before release, expect the worst. If a game company does not throw in enough marketing, no overview trailer, then that's how you know a game dev doesn't care. Or they're just gambling it all away and be like, just find out about the new content yourself. We're not going to explain it to you. Just like a game that gets shadow dropped. For better or for worse, whether it's Apex Legends or Hi-Fi Rush, those kind of games that get shadow dropped out of nowhere. And at least those games were good, but High Guard, if you want to talk about a recent shadow drop game that failed, yeah, High Guard. But High Guard is not here anymore. Oh, speaking of which, I guess I should give a shout out that yes, I've heard the news. Bungie has officially stopped supporting Destiny 2. And rumors say that they were going to support it for like another expansion or two. But they made the hard decision, well, quote, hard decision to end Destiny 2 support and basically move on to the next. Which in this case is Marathon. But while a lot of people, at least the good news is that Bungie is still going to keep Destiny 2 running, just like what they did with Destiny 1. However, the other side of the fans are saying, we need a Destiny 3. They don't want Marathon. Yeah, they want a new, they already want a Destiny 3 over a game that exists. I mean, they're choosing a game that isn't even real over something that you can play now. But that remains to be seen if Bungie could somehow pull it off. But of course, don't expect, obviously, game development takes years to make, Or hey, who knows, maybe maybe Bungie was already working on the Destiny 3 behind the scenes. Right in between Marathon, but yeah. It's crazy to think, like, Destiny 2 came out like, what, 9 years ago? I still remember when I played it. It was fun. But I could barely keep up with like all those extra new content. And all the expansions, woof. Have you seen the prices on those? Even when they're on sale, they're expensive. The prices were like equivalent to like buying a whole new game. I mean, to be fair, it is free to play, so I'll give them I'll cut them some slack a little bit, but considering how many expansions they had. And Destiny 2 had their ups and downs. There were that time when they stopped supporting multiplayer in favor of the expansions. So they got rid of one mode or something like that, right? But yeah, and then they added in crossplay, right? Because I think at the time there wasn't any crossplay, but then they threw it in there so that PlayStation, Xbox, and PC fans could play together, making game searching more easier. Although, beware, controller players, mouse and keyboards are going to kick your ass. and the semi-open world, I didn't mind it. It was good. But you know, it would have been nice if Destiny 2 got, you know, ported to next-gen consoles. Or didn't it? Isn't it on PS5 and Xbox Series X? I'm pretty sure it is. How do we keep crossing paths, Christy? Crossplay was added a few years ago. Ah, okay. And that was like one of the biggest pluses, biggest W's that Bungie was able to do in Destiny 2. Because that was a thing where people, you know, did ask for. Oh yeah, definitely. I hope to see that last round becomes less grindy. Jeez. Unlocking, I mean, getting the costume parts is one thing, but then you have to spend the coins to unlock them. It was like a double gut punch. Oh shoot! I think we're supposed to hold the hold the guard button to cancel that. Shit. I flinched. It was definitely a random choice. My Shiranui made sense, but Kula, why? Maybe I should bump up the difficulty a bit. Yeah, maybe I should just one more. It's funny because Tamaki was a character from Dead or Alive Extreme, fresh new character, and then suddenly she's in the game. And there was like not a single moment in Dead or Alive Extreme Venusification that had any combat, unless you want to count the butt sumo as fighting, but nah. Supposedly Tamaki's style is supposed to be similar to what's his name, Geese Howard. Her default outfit does match that, you know, pants style and the throws. And you're supposed to be the villain? Actually, yes, Nico is the antagonist. Oh shit, this is not Dead or Alive 5. This is not 5, there's no power blow. It's just fatal strikes. Oh, the kick. That was definitely a high punch, wasn't it? Hard to tell when she's like a little short. Dang, I thought that was gonna be it. But you can actually cancel it, and instead of using the fatal blow, you can just, what was it, cancel, and then air juggle. Well, first you have to launch them up in the air first. Something that came to my mind. Yeah. I remember when I saw Dead or Alive 6 having a super meter, it was only 2 bars. 2! And the worst decision they made was making sidestep. At the time, sidestep, it cost... When you wanted to do a sidestep attack, it would cost you 1 bar of meter. Yeah. Sidestep attack, not a free choice. It's limited. I mean, you can still sidestep, but it's weird. Instead of pressing up or down twice like you do normally in 3D fighting games, you have to press, by default, just the shoulder buttons, up or down. But it was weird. But then, not too long ago, weeks later, not even a month, they were like, okay, let's increase the super meter to 4 bars. But I will admit, the super meter does have its uses. Like, I do admire the break hold. So whenever you're, back into a wall, corner, you can just do a break hold to get out of it. And break hold counters all directions. Doesn't matter if it's a punch or a kick, high or low, mid. But it's still a hold, which means if your opponent predicts that you're going to do that, they'll counter that counter with a throw, and then it would be a high counter hold. And if you're up against fighters who have high counter holds like Muddy Rose, get ready for the worst damage you'll ever experience. Possibly 40% damage. Or if it's Bass, the wrestler, 60. High counter holds is like the worst things to experience when you make a big mistake. It's like in Killer Instinct, a shadow counter. You want to break out of a combo, but then, your opponent predicted that, so it's a shadow counter. You're fudged. Or you better hope that your opponent drops it by accident. Like that. Uh-oh. Should have done a break hold. Oh, that was a high kick. I thought it was mid. Oh no. Well, I was already low health anyways, but yeah. Shit ton of damage. Tamaki original character? Yeah, in a way. She actually showed up in that spin-off game, Dead or Alive Extreme Venus Vacation. A game that's actually a web browser game in Japan. And then yeah, of course, if you know Dead or Alive Extreme, the only fighting in that game is butt sumo. So you can imagine for a game like Dead or Alive Extreme, you wouldn't know if any of the ladies, the new ones at least, if they were capable of fighting. And yeah, just out of nowhere, Tamaki joins, and turns out she is a fighter. But her profession, if I recall, is actually a fashion model. But hey, you can't discount fashion models. Like, you never know if they actually learned how to do self-defense. Or in this case, Tamaki's fighting style is supposed to be similar to Geese Howard's. There's a name for that move, for the fighting style that they have. So the next time you see a character in Dead or Alive Extreme, expect one of them to be, you know, a fighter in this game. In fact, no, Dead or Alive Extreme Venusification, Team Ninja have been busy. I mean, I'm assuming Team Ninja was the one responsible for making the web browser game. And yes, there is another Dead or Alive Extreme game. I think it's something Prism, where there's only 6 girls. 6 ladies, 1 island, minimal choices. I mean, the last Extreme 3 was only like, what, 9 girls, 9 ladies. But yeah, but in the web browser, that web browser game has been #1 on the spot for many years. And still to this day, it's getting new updates, new features, and yes, new ladies that you have never seen before. And every now and then, Team Koei Tecmo official, the official Koei Tecmo Japan YouTube channel would do like showcases on those updates, bringing in the voice actresses, showing the feature. Think of it like Genshin special program. There's a new update, here's the characters, or here's the new character, here's some features that's going to be included and whatnot. And yeah, Tamaki was one of those new characters. There was like another that apparently is a red Oni, like, you know, red demon. And then heck, you can go check out the Left 4 Dead 2 workshop, and I kid you not, if you type in Dead or Alive characters, you're gonna see you're gonna see a bunch of them that you have never seen because they're from that web game, the Venusification. You'll see characters that are somebody named Amy, somebody named Sarah, whatever, and I'm like, wait, who are these ladies? Oh, they're from Dead or Alive. Okay. So assume that maybe another might join in if they show up in last round, which I don't mind because yes, they are quite the looker. And plus, hey, you never know what kind of fighting style they may have. It might cater to you, or at the end of the day, at least it gives Dead or Alive 6 some little bit of life. I said a little because, hey, remember, Tekken 8 is getting new characters, or 3 returning and then 1 new, but is that enough to survive the back to basics? I don't know. Maybe. Fashion design. Oh, so yeah, she is a fashion modeler and designer. Okay, thanks for confirming that game. Fashion modeler, fashion designer with Geese Howard inspired fighting style. Mostly on, I guess, kicks and the grabs. Excuse me. Wait, maybe I should have done a forward. Or not. Oh, okay, that was fast. I wasted a whole 4-bar meter because I pressed the wrong button. Wait, I didn't need to do that. I wasted 2. Well, I just realized, what kind of stage is this? I mean, this is the museum stage where there's actually like multiple stages in one. Like, it's supposed to showcase this stage is, yeah, a gallery that showcases Dead or Alive's history of past stages. But I don't remember a tree in a Torii gate. Unless it's from Dead or Alive 2. 1, maybe. Somewhere here in this stage, there's that one stage where you're fighting on the streets in front of a casino from Dead or Alive 4. Oh shoot, no. Not! I'm pressing random buttons. Oh yeah, there it is. Dead or Alive Memorial Museum. Oh, there it is. There's the stage. We just could not get there. Wow. You can tell they replicated the museum from Dead or Alive 4 with that low poly car. It's not even, the wheels are not even circular. I think that was like another thing that 6 was lacking on. I guess like stage variation, variety of stages. One bar, just to do a sidestep attack. Since Tamaki is among the 5 DLC characters, yeah, she'll be available in the last round. So, yeah. It's just Mai and Kulo that people have to double dip. Oh shit. There's the high counter. I was expecting he was gonna do like a hold. He didn't do it. Whoa! Oh, no, there it is. Missed it. That is a fast fatal. That's like one thing that people don't give Dead or Alive too much credit. It's the controls, aside of obviously straight, it's just exactly like Virtua Fighter. But in that same vein of Virtua Fighter, both games are pretty much easy to pick up and play. I mean, you literally have punch, kick, hold, and throw. And the shoulder buttons are just, those where it helps you just press two buttons simultaneously, punch and kick together. Soul Calibur does that too. Easy to pick up, easy to play. That's intentional for everybody to, learn the game, learn the basics easily. But then when you look at something like Tekken, for many decades, Tekken had always been a very complicated fighting game. Because, you have 4 buttons, left punch, left kick, right kick. And don't get me started on the cursed 10-hit combo that I can never do. And then now Tekken has got a little complicated where, now it's all about landing those air juggles. Like, you've seen it many times. Whenever the character that gets beaten up, when they bounce off the ground a little bit, that's how you know that's where the air juggle comes in. Oh, you can counter hold after that. At least I will admit, at least in Tekken 7, in its late update, at least they threw in like a shortcut button. Oh shit, wait, why did I do that? No, I faced the wrong way. But even then, even when I was using the shortcut buttons in Tekken 7, it still didn't feel right. Like, I don't feel rewarded for using it. I feel like I'm not cheating, but just, I don't know, it's convenient, but at the same time, it just doesn't feel like Tekken if I'm cheating in that sense, using the shortcuts. Show off. Oh, come on. He's only doing throws? What are you, boss? Oh shit! I knew it. See what I mean by high counter holds? Ooh, it's close. Very close. High counter hold? I didn't even do a hold. I didn't do a hold. How is that still a high counter? Oh, you knew what I was gonna do, eh? Oh, very close, but Ryu doing things, grabs that I cannot get out of. I know, no, there are throw escapes, but man, I suck at them in 3D fighting games. Soul Calibur at least, not too hard to pull off a throw escape. No, you don't scratch that, I just suck at throw escapes. 2D games, 3D games, doesn't matter. You should always play with the stage hazards on. In fact, yeah, some of the combo videos you see in Dead or Alive 6 and 5, they're mostly pulled off with the stage hazards. Oh, that's a waste. She's already knocked out. And no, there's no way of getting up there. You work with the fireworks now. That was like a shove, but you know, very forceful.
ほらほらもっと遊びましょう
I'm still upset. No tag team. Why? I was like, man, 3 times, girl.
いたずら
But yeah, tag team was pretty much fun.
残念ながら確定
Not only that, if you actually pair 2 characters that actually, you know, have like a perfect pairing, they actually have like specific tag team moves and throws. Maybe that's why they couldn't bring that back. Maybe the characters that they chose for 6 could not. They couldn't bring back tag team just for that.
狙い撃ちですはいやせいせいと行きます残念せいはいやGet ready, fight!
Definitely a high kick.
Get ready, fight!
I kind of saw that coming, but I still went for it.
Get ready, fight!
Oh shit. Zack of all trades. You know, the funny thing is, as you are playing Dead or Alive 6, you kind of forget about all the fan service. Heck, just moments when I was playing 5, setting the jiggle physics to OMG mode. Yeah, it was there, but are they that distracting? No, I'm too busy trying to win in here. The fan service? Well, depending on who you ask, I guess that could be a priority. Still, Dead or Alive 6 having censorship option. I mean, if it's an option, that's fine, but not a recommendation. Ever. Oh no. Doesn't this stage has like some funny hazards? not worth it. But I don't know which truck it is. There's like a truck that launches you up. Is it this one? No, there was like another one. Oh no, that was low. Is that why sidestepping costs a meter? Because it does that much damage? Exactly what I mean. Break hold may counter everything. Everything except for throws. Oh, there's that truck. It's up in the ceiling, up there, but I don't remember how to... which vehicle launches the opponent up there. Oh, so I was right. You have to hold the hold button to cancel it. I did it earlier, it didn't work. Maybe I had to do it much sooner. What time is it now? Oh, 10? How many wins was that? 10? Let's see if I can get 15. Oh shit, that was like missed in between. Oh shit. Oh dang, she predicted that real quick. World Cup is coming up real soon. Oh boy. It's gonna be a busy one too, I heard. Bouncing between the US and Canada. I'm staying away from downtown for a while. Not this time. Oh shit.
お見通しせや KO Get ready Fight ほらはいたやややほらほらもっと遊びましょう
They don't even give you that much coins. No, if you want that, you need to play arcade mode without losing once. Or, yeah, without losing once, without continuing once. Especially on the highest difficulty. We're on the bottom of the stage. Well, the only hazard here is that electric fence. Like it's Jurassic Park. Whoa. She got long legs. Doing a Fatal Strike is a bit slow, but you gotta make it a little unpredictable. It's like trying to pull off one move you don't use. I mean, use that one move you rarely use. Surprise your opponent. Oh no! My other second weakness, or third, drunken fight. Damn, high throw. So that was not a throw, it was just a switcheroo. Trying to do a counter hold when he's doing that, but I can't get the timing, can't get the range. Legs too long. Unpredictable. Oh shit, wait, why did I try to throw? Oh, I hate those mix-ups in 3D fighting games. They do a mid one moment and then suddenly they can chain that into or link that into a low. Oh shit, wait, why did I do that? I'm facing the wrong way. Oh no, another fighter who fights with her back turned and speed. The Wazzler's favorite character. You want to talk about a character who can fight with their backs turned? I mean, Valdo is one thing, but Ayane, holy smokes. High play Ayane. Lightning's fast. Even when I try playing as her, trying her out, I can only just do the basics. But holy smokes, yeah. At least she was easy to use in Ninja Gaiden. Damn. Don't know whether the block or counter hold somehow. Even when I'm trying to do a punch. A quick punch, no less. Too fast. Drunkard fighting style may be one thing, but what? When I see somebody spinning around like a Beyblade, it's like, when are they going to attack? How are they going to attack? What's a four-way hold? It's the four direction of holds. Like how do I explain it? At least I think how it works. Oh shit. So yeah, you have like forward holds, back holds, and then the, what do you call it? Forward, back, diagonal holds, back, or up. Okay, hold on, I can't I can't think. For some reason, I don't know. There's like another option, 4-way, and then 2-way, or was it 3-way? I don't know how to counter that. No. Oh no. How the fudge do I get out of that? I just usually button mash all the holds I can. The only hazard in this stage is just how narrow the hallways are. Of course, only a CPU would be able to predict that. Oh, she's backstepping really good. That backstep, I'll give you credit for that. Yeah, of course. Damn. Oh, come on. No, I cannot get out of that. Ah, shit. Alright, I'll take that.
ウィナーよっしゃ
I need to somehow...
点取るぞ
I don't know, I usually button mash out of that grab. I don't even know how. Because it's a hold. No, it's a high counter hold, but you can still get out of it somehow. Oh well, next time.
あなたが相手本気出しちゃおっかな Get ready
Oh, really? Trying to end it off with a mirror match, eh?
Get ready
Ah, excuse me.
Get ready Get ready fight ねやほらいいぜや
So yeah, 4-way hold. So that's the basic
よかったわ
inputs for doing counter holds. So you have a forward hold, back hold, and then the diagonal holds. Like if your character's facing right, that's upper left. Yeah, upper left hold, and then down, bottom left hold. That is what a 4-way hold is. And yeah, the holds are your counters for incoming attacks. So, like, if a medium punch comes in, you would do a back hold. If it was a kick, mid kick, you do a forward hold. High punch, high kicks are you do a high A hold, which is the top left directional hold, and then low attacks are bottom left input. Bottom corner left, and then top left corner, yeah. And then yeah, there was like a, what was the other hold? Because there's an option in the settings. Ah, 3-way, which I'm not sure which hold they subtract. Oh, it says 3-way is easier to perform. So I guess it mitigates like one input, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, holds are also like, a thing in. Well, it always started with Virtua Fighter. Because literally that's the same input. Oh yeah, thanks game. I was just talking about that. So yeah, there's medium hold for punches, and then four kicks. Yeah, mid punch. You do a back hold. You see a kick if there's a kick coming, or you predict a kick is coming, then it's forward hold. If it's a high punch or kick, you do a up left diagonal hold, and then low attacks bottom left diagonal input. Not sure what that means for three-way hold, but by default it's always 4. And then there's the break hold, where that input is just you press back and you press the break hold button, which in this case is the R2 button. Do they have... Yeah, that option. Break hold allows you to counter all directions, doesn't matter whether it's a punch or a kick, high, low, or medium. And yeah, basically it's like equivalent to, Mortal Kombat X Breaker. When you get air juggled or juggled in a corner, you press that one button to break out of it. However, unlike Mortal Kombat's Breakaway, it's not always like 100% protective. Because it's considered a hold, to counter that, you just do like a throw. So it is still punishable. All counter holds can be punishable just with a simple throw. And if your opponent catches you with that, then it is called a high counter hold. Again, just like with Killer Instinct, if you are in a moment where you're getting comboed, you want to, break out of it, combo breaker. But if your opponent predicts you're going to do that, he's going to do a shadow counter. Or, wait, is it shadow counter? No, shadow counter is when you do a shatter super meter. Combo breaker. Oh. No, what's the name of that input when you counter a combo breaker? Counter a combo breaker. There's combo breaker. Not shadow counter. It's something else. Oh, combo break, counter breaker. Right now, I'm trying to. It's like right there in my head. It's echoing in my head, like all those moments I've been watching, like Killer Instinct matches, Evo, and I'm like, what is the name of it? I'm hearing the announcer shout it out like it with all the hype in his lungs. Yeah, it's counter breaker. So yeah, Dead or Alive has that too. There's a counter over a counter. And yeah, very, very punishable. Especially against, if you're up against a character who has high counter holds. And how can you tell? Well, this game and even 5 has like the stats down below. So as far as I can tell, let's see, Tamaki, Mighty Rose have the highest. Higher than Bass? Wait, where is he? No. Despite being a grappler wrestler, he doesn't have the strongest hold. Oh damn, Neo Tengu has high... no, she comes close. Or is that the same? No, no, it's close. Yes, there's also speed and weight. Does weight matter? In a way, yes, it does, because when you're trying to air juggle a heavyweight, don't expect the entire combo to fully land. But most of the time it does. But I guess it depends on the fighter, like who you're up against, who you're playing as, who you're up against, and such. Anyways, it is 10:40. Yeah. So yeah, maybe once we get close to the release, I will stream more Dead or Alive 5 and 6. I would have just done only 6, but considering that 5 has tag team, yeah. I would include 4, but holy shit, 4 is hard, man. Back then when Team Ninja would make nothing but hard-ass difficult games back then. I mean, they still do. I mean, people don't even like Neo because Dark Souls fans actually say Neo's too hard. Oh, but Sekiro is harder than Neo, but that gets a pass. You know what that is? Biased. And I've seen a lot of VTubers that try playing Neo. And yep, same reaction as every other Dark Souls fans says. They prefer Dark Souls because it's not as hard, not too hard as Neo. Cowards. It's not that hard. Anyway, so let's see. It's the final week of May. Can you believe that? We're already halfway through the year. That being said, June is packing heat. Literally. Summer heat. And lots of games to reveal. We got the State of Play and Summer Game Fest. And then, yeah, in terms of releases, yes, I've been fully committed to buying Dead or Alive 6 last round. Whether or not it's good or bad, you know, I'm still gonna get it. And let's see, what else? This week. Yes, this week. Thingamajig. The movie. Backrooms. Yes, that movie is officially coming out this Friday. And yep, some of the early bird reviews are out. At least, you know, movie critics. They're actually saying, holy shit, it's actually really good. So good as... well, okay, I was about to say good as Iron Lung, but that remains to be seen. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And according to the trailer, the movie is rated R, so maybe there's some gore. Just whatever you do, don't listen to anybody, any Backrooms fans, because wow, they're not really fans. Those are people who just complain about just about anything. So much so they said that they're hoping that the movie does not have any entities. What, did they not watch the first and the third found footage of Backrooms by Kane Parsons? There were entities in the official Backrooms films, so what do you mean? That's like the second best thing about the Backrooms. What's the first? Well, the psychological horror of being trapped in a, back rooms full of walls and mazes and every corner looks like. And to the point, you become insane. And did you know that the whole set of the back rooms is actually built in a 30,000 square foot structure. So much so that some folks in the set would actually get lost in there. I wouldn't know what to do in that situation other than remembering what MatPat said about mazes. Just hug a wall until when you find that you're stuck in a loop, go hug another wall or something like that. But yeah, I am actually looking forward to seeing that film. I've been watching, pretty much so much of the back rooms, like the official ones, not the fan-made ones, not the games. And yeah, it's been a long time since I've last seen an R-rated psychological horror film. So this would be it. I mean, I guess aside of Iron Lung. What else? No, I think that's that. What does the world of Twitter hold? All these combo videos, Dead or Alive 6, and for what though? Your opponents are not going to allow you to do that. I mean, don't get me wrong, they are amazing combo hitters. Like, holy shit, 80% damage. But I don't know, do you ever see those combo videos put into play during a tournament match? I'm just saying. I remember back then when I tried committing to doing a combo and corner combo in fighting games. But then as soon as I step into an online match, I freak out. It's like, oh no, I lost all my train of thought. Brain fart only. No, nothing here. Oops. Former Tekken director Harada finally visits Waffle House during MomoCon. What? What's Waffle House again? MomoCon 2026 in Atlanta, fans convinced Harada to hit the iconic 24-hour diner, where he snapped a photo with waffles, hash browns, and a signature yellow sign. He bought a souvenir menu for $5, praised the friendly staff, and joked about returning at 3 a.m. for fight time, nodding to Waffle House meme status in fighting game circles as a perfect Tekken arena with throwable props. The post drew massive cheers from gamers, fulfilling a long-running bucket list wish after years of Harada's outreach attempt to the chain went unanswered. Harada says, next time I will be back at 3 a.m. for a fight time. Oh, he actually even tweeted about it yesterday. the thing that this man does just amuses everybody. And Harada, as usual, roasting people on Twitter. He's really good at it, too. Alright, well, no, I think that's it. First, so that's Harada's second line of order while working for SNK. Go to Waffle House. Alright, so, yep, I guess that'll be it. I'm not gonna lie, while I was button mashing my way in both games, my fingers feel stiff a little bit. I haven't been this focused in a 3D fighting game since Soul Calibur 4 and Tekken 5. Feels good. And for a so-called fan service game like this, that speaks a lot. Anyways, but yeah, like I said, expect some more Dead or Alive 5 and 6 streams as we get close to the release of Dead or Alive 6 Last Round. But no, it's not going to be like every day, every week or whatever. Just, you know, whenever I have time to stream. But of course, somewhere in between, maybe I'll take a break and stream something else. But yeah, it just feels good though to come back to this game every once in a while. But now that's going to have to change to be constant if I'm going to be committed to Last Round, you know. And then, you know, should a new character come, I'm going to test the character out. Alright, so with that, I will then see you guys in the next stream. You folks have a good day and a good night. See you, folks.